Years ago, the automobile replaced horse and buggy. The question before a lot of leaders is, what will replace the automotive jobs?
One industry that has dazzled many star-struck communities is the film industry. Since state leaders launched the most lucrative tax incentives in the nation here 2 years ago, many big-name pictures have been shot here. Lyndon Nelson, a businessman behind a film studio trying to come to life in Pontiac, says it's all about creating jobs.
It's going to change the face of Pontiac. I mean, it's going to bring a real, besides 3,600 jobs, look at what type of jobs they're bringing in. It's creativity, it's excitement, it's the movies, it's TV, it's exciting. And it's going to help transform Pontiac and transform that whole Center Point area, which has beautiful real estate and beautiful buildings and great infrastructure. And no, I don't think it's all going to be, it's not going to become Disneyland or Disney World or Epcot, but it's going to be with other companies who are coming because of the energy created by the studio.
Jeff Spillman, who runs a local production company, talked about other kinds of work as well, like television series.
Because those create many of the longer-term jobs. TV series, we just wrapped a series here called The Wannabes, a kid series. We were here for 40 weeks with about 120 Michigan folks working full-time union jobs for 40 weeks. You know, movies come in here and you go from movie to movie, but TV is where, for Michigan workers, it's a great asset, a great way to learn to get their skills developed.
It may not be as glamorous as Hollywood, but healthcare has been the fastest growing segment for jobs in Michigan, which is why Oakland County Executive L. Brooks Patterson launched Medical Main Street.
Smart idea at the time. It's gotten smarter because of a lot of things going on. Now people are beginning to recognize that life science is probably one of the fastest growing sectors in the state of Michigan, not just in Oakland County. Now in Oakland County, I got 93,000 employees in the health/life sciences. And we're going to add 45,000 more in the course of 6 years. So it's booming. Other communities, I think, have woken up to the potential, and so now it's going to get competitive. And now I have an organization in place for over a year. I've got the CEOs of the major hospitals. I've got pharmaceutical, medical device manufacturers, all on a team. And so we're already in the race while others are just saddling up.
Robert Ficano, who runs Wayne County, considers Aerotropolis and the economic plan revolving around Metro Airport as a way to buffer the loss of auto jobs.
Well, it is starting to roll out already. We are very fortunate that General Electric has decided to locate in the heart of the Aerotropolis. They've started with 1,300 employees now. There's other 2,000 jobs probably going to cluster around them. And with that, GE to the Aerotropolis is like what Hewlett-Packard was to Silicon Valley. You needed that anchor, you needed to start, and now we have a number of companies that are interested. They're starting to come into the area and locate in there. Now, the Michigan business leaders at that time, they were Detroit Renaissance, actually did a study, and they spent $1 million in the study, and they said, this isn't pie in the sky. It can create conservatively 64,000 jobs and $11 billion in economic activity. So right now, we want the final arrow in the quiver, which are Renaissance zones, to be passed by the legislature. That has gone through the House. The governor said she will sign it. We're waiting for immediate action by the Senate, and we're pushing them in this conference. As you see, everybody, business, labor, they all agree, get the thing passed.
Dick Blouse, former head of the Detroit Regional Chamber, has been talking up air, land, sea, and roadways to create a more aggressive port and transportation hub for the metro region, saying it also can spawn jobs and companies.
This whole concept of an inland port is a diversification strategy that really can lead to hundreds of thousands of jobs. What it all comes down to, and it's the constant problem we have in Michigan, is will we seize the moment? Will we grab this and will we run with it? And I fear sometimes that we sit in boardrooms and talk about these things too much instead of getting out there and doing something about it.
And still others are eyeing technology and high tech as paths lined with more jobs. Ken Rogers, who runs Automation Alley, an 8-county organization, is convinced it can help.
Well, we're throwing off an old economy that didn't work. And we're transforming the Michigan economy into something that's more technical in nature. It's knowledge-based, And you know, we're starting with numbers like 330,000 tech workers in southeast Michigan. We're starting with the fact that we're a major engineering center, graduating 6,000 to 7,000 scientists and engineers on an annual basis. So we're going to move this economy in Michigan into one that's more technical, more diversified, and still relying on the auto industry as well.
Whether we're talking about alternative energy, the film industry, or even medical, the fact is we're going to need a lot more trained workers. Back with a look at that after this.